how's the bye weekend been, and what does the last week look like?
Yeah, the bye week was really good. It came at a good time again for us, coming off a really good win. It was a working bye. We trained twice last week, and we had the weekend off, so rolled in today nice and fresh, and just had a really good training session leading into Friday.
Can you talk to me a little bit about player mentality coming off such a big win like that, and how you're going to, I guess, keep a level head coming up against the Tigers?
Yeah, look, it is cliche, but honestly, we take it week by week. It was a really good win for us. It was a confidence-building win for us, and we'll definitely take parts of what we did last week into this week's game. But in saying that, the Tigers, they showed up last week, and they're a quality footy side, so we won't be taking them lightly, and we'll go out there Friday and hope they do a good job.
Playing at home, what is having a home crowd behind you? How does that change the game and build up the players?
Yeah, look, obviously massive. I've said it on numerous occasions. I think it's, probably the best crowd in the comp. We've got over 20,000 on numerous times at home this year, and we've put in some pretty good efforts at home. So Friday night, 8 o'clock, it's a pretty good time slot for everyone, and hopefully, we get a massive crowd there. It'd be ideal.
And you've booked your ticket out of here, though. How much are you going to miss playing in that stadium in the red and blue?
Yeah, hugely. Look, it's obviously super exciting for me and my partner, but look, it's going to be a massive change, and I definitely will miss Newcastle and the town and the fans and supporters, members in the community. But look, overseas, I heard they've had some pretty cool crowds and they get the chance going, so I'm looking forward to that also, which is nice.
Why was now the time to make the move? And talk to me about that decision.
Yeah, look, it's obviously a decision that I didn't take lightly. I feel like I'm, playing some really good footy at the moment, and body's feeling really good, and I've got plenty of good years ahead of me. It's always something, I wanted to do, and in rugby league, it's a lot around timing, and this just felt like, for me and my partner, that it was the right time.
Perfect. And there's been a lot of discussions this week around the RLPA. What have those discussions been like amongst the team? Is there a lot of support? Yeah,
look, it's been the topic of discussion this week, definitely. First and foremost, look, we're united on this front. Every single player in the NRL is on the same page here, and, we back Clint and the RLPA team in, what is not, it's perceived as their decision, it's actually a player-led decision. So, everyone's buying in on it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, over the next week or so, we can come to some sort of settlement and get things moving.
Why was the media blackout the decision that was made?
Yeah, good question. So about a month ago, we were advised by our RLPA representatives that we'd met in the middle at some discussions for this CBA, which has been ongoing now for over 12 months. And they had given it to the NRL, and they have actually come back, of last week, I believe, and changed the goalpost on, a number of things, and said, look, either take this or leave it, and walked out of the negotiation. So it's not ideal. The players have then come together. Now the decision was to, if the NRL aren't going to come to the party on some decisions, we're going to have to make a stance. So, that decision was made last week.
And is there any way out that you see moving forward?
Yes. So at this stage, all we want as players in the RLPA, remember, the RLPA are our voice as players. We want the two CBAs, our CBA and the NRL CBA, side by side, and met with an independent mediator. So both sides sitting down and going through it and, coming to a conclusion, because it's not working with the RLPA, NRL chairman's getting together. They can't come to a decision. We need an independent mediator to make the decision, and, that's what we're waiting on for the NRL.
Fines have been something that's starting to be brought up. Do you think that would change the game days, I'm going to call it a strike, for lack of a better word?
Fines to players?
Yeah.
Look, I don't see how that can happen. Look, I know, the clubs have players' backs. and the NRL can come up with different storylines, I guess. But at the end of the day, the NRL teams and clubs have the players back. So I'm not sure where that's going to lead.
Fitzy, what does it actually achieve by boycotting the media, given that your dispute's not really with the media? It seems like they're third parties in the whole thing.
Yeah, look, well, it's made a storm. We need people aware of what's going on. The media are creating these headlines that to the public seem like the players are being selfish, and it's not the case. It really isn't the case. So I guess what's happening at the moment, it's creating this massive storm. It's creating awareness around it, and we want to get our message across that it's not us being selfish. It's not about money. This is about getting a fair deal for both sides. And, at this stage, it's the first step of hopefully mediating it. And now hopefully we can get it done.
Back to Warrington, mate. Congratulations on that. Is there any chance you might leave, soonish and go over there before the end of the season, given that they're in the race for the finals and, their season's still in process, or are you fully committed to playing out the season here? Yeah,
no, I'm as it stands, I am fully committed to playing out the year here. I know we're sitting at 14th at the moment, but look, again, we're still 3 points outside the 8. It wouldn't sit right with me and it wouldn't sit right with the club if I've just got up and left out the back door. I want to finish my career here at the Knights on a high, and that's what I plan to do. There's 8 more games, and hopefully we can go on a bit of a run and sneak into the top 8. It'd be nice.
Obviously, on the weekend, you got the Tigers. Dave Klemmer probably coming back here for the first time. He played a lot of footy with Clem. Sure he'll have a point to prove.
Yeah, Big Dave. Tried to call him this morning, no answer. I think he's blocked my number for the week. But yeah, obviously, massive point to prove. First game back here after leaving last year, obviously. He was pretty fired up at the back end of the last game in round 2. It was a close game, and we all know Dave's is a passionate player and he's a great footy player, so he'll be out here to have a big game. And look, I'm looking forward to playing him again. It'll be nice.
Lachie, given it is such an important game coming up on Friday, what has been the focus at training in this bye week?
Yeah, look, first and foremost, not getting ahead of ourselves. We've got plenty of work to do. There's still 8 more weeks of the season, like I said. Last week was a good chance to get a little bit more loading into our legs, a bit of conditioning, and getting some defensive movements right. I think our attack's humming at the moment. So today was a bit of focus on edge defence and getting that right for this weekend.
And how are you feeling about your own performance at the moment?
Yeah, look, I'm feeling really good at the moment. Like I said, my body's feeling probably the best it's felt. I've managed to string, actually I had a couple of weeks off, but managed to string a few games together, and off the back of that, we haven't been winning that many footy games, but we've been in the fight, which has been really pleasing. And off of the back of last week's performance, hopefully we can put in another good one this week.
And just quickly, obviously being a local lad, I know the players have managed to get a couple of bits and pieces together to put on auction for the survivors of the Greta bus crash. How important is that for you as, I guess, someone who's grown up here and with such close links to the community? Yeah,
absolutely. It is. And like you said, I think those auction items are on the website at the moment. So if everyone can go check them out and bid on them would be ideal. I think there's some Kalen match worn boots and Origin jerseys and the rest of the boys playing boots. So, obviously a massive tie to the community in Singleton, being our closest home. And, what we can do for them, if it's, minute as, selling some boots would be a really good boost to them. So,
Just one last thing, back to Warrington, you've got a 3-year deal, you're 29 now. Do you think maybe when you've done that deal, you might like to come back and have a bit of a swan song with Newcastle?
Yeah, look, I'll be 32 by the end of the deal over there, and look, it'll all come down to how my body's holding up, how I feel like my form's been. I'm not just going to come back to the club and not put in any performance, so to speak. And so look, I'll cross that bridge when I come to, but I guess you can never say never. But I'll be definitely coming back to Newcastle to live.